have quicker probe upstream of this outflow here.
So I haven't seen any sideways or something. I have to walk up there still.
Oh. Down there it's good. The side of the tree.
Yeah, except the intake is here.
Yeah.
Set up here because we did an ejection right below the confluence yesterday. I mean, conceptually it's really cool. The version that I sell commercially is larger with an aluminum stand and a 300-liter tank. But this is more of a portable unit that Andy and Sam worked on, so two guys can easily carry it in and out of a van.
It's not as accurate as
It's 1,000.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now it's 1,000 there.
Well, 998, 999. There's first position, second position. I learned recently that actually reverse pipetting is going all the way down, drawing in, and then going to the first position to expel. That's called reverse pipetting. But I've always done forward pipetting because it's more forward thinking. But in New Zealand, everything's upside down and backwards. So
You got it.
makes sense. But that's in the future too. So maybe that's how
Well,
we'll do it in the future. So we go first position, draw in. I always look at it and just make sure that it's doing the same thing each time. If you want to be super anal, you can get one of these gram scales. I think I was showing this to SVE guys, but these are a nice part of the kit.
We didn't get that with our kit.
No.
That's because you're reverse pipetting,
You don't need one.
So we can do this. And then I always mix up and down because you've got the shroud. And so you're watching on the display, it jumps up and then it stabilizes, and you can see the plateau. And you can see the two traces are right on top of one another by scrolling back and forth. And then you push the button, so now it enters the next value there and tells me that CFT was 0.473 and 478, which is a little low, but that's only 1 point.
Best practice and recommendation, you take these two, you fill this somewhere here with water, and you bring this one with water back to you, so you have water where you need to work. So one here, maybe you can help him with it.
I have a light.
Thank you. We go and rinse it to be sure that there's no salt in it anymore. Working very straightforward and clear is actually very important. So, we position it, bring it in. So we have here 250 ml exactly on the line. Our friends are doing the process of getting the water to the line and shaking the flask from your how is it? From the ankles. You just shake it and then it comes to the line only. And if necessary, you just can use the pipette to bring it exactly to the line. So, laboratory grade equipment. It has two pressure points. 1 second. The first one is to get the calibration liquid, and that's exactly how it should look like. No drops on the side, no air bubbles inside, nothing. And the second one is just to empty. So you just press it through. So first one in, slowly releasing your thumb. And we already see there's an air gap. So it was not good. So that's exactly how it should look like. Then we go here and inject exactly into the water. Not on the on the bucket, not on the probes, directly into the water. You have the calibration liquid, there's a date on it, there's a concentration on it. You shake it to be sure that everything is mixed, and then Arnaud will do a couple of measurement points. He knows how to work the pipette. The fluorescein injection would look like this and color the river bright green for a short period of time.
Then you go.
Goes against the stream a little bit.
Ooh.
And it's in. And now
Go, go! Go on, Beanie, go on.
you don't get a store.
But that was, I think, because we knew we picked them up.